Hi guys, it's Mary, and if you're wondering why suddenly I'm publishing videos again, it's because I took 2 days off and I thought I would catch you up. This will be a super chatty video. I have a packed day ahead. I have to go to the Social Security office to change my name. I've been married for almost 2 years now. Then, or maybe even before, I have to go to the Department of Motor Vehicles and take a vision test. I would also like to pick up all the mail. We don't go into our mailbox for some reason and they stop it, and then we have to go to the post office. So the Department of Motor Vehicles, the post office, and Social Security. The highlight of the day is I'll go out to lunch with my husband. So let's get ready for this fun fest day. What do I start with? Primer. I went on a primer palooza shopping spree a while back. As you can see, this is filled with primers. And then I determined that what I was really looking for was something to blur. So these are recent purchases that I'm tooling around with. The Master Blur Stick and this L'Oreal Perfecting Base. I think this used to be, people used to rave about this. I've only used it once before. I had to buy it because the box said secret, and that's one of the key advertising phrases if you want to get someone to purchase something, secret, free, or new and improved. Then I like hard candy products. So this Blur Primer is also one of the latest, and this is in addition to the, I'm not kidding you, like 12 primers that I've been using in the past 2 weeks. As you can imagine, yes, Sue, I do put half here, always trialing it. So I'll use the Master Blur on the hardest parts, and that's my, whoa, that is way too much. I'm going to be using the Master Blur all over. Sorry. It's really thick, and I guess the key to primers or blurs is letting it sink in. So I'll just talk about all the other primers and such that I have. That was, you can tell I'm not in practice with this. That was quite the fiasco. But it does have that silicone base I like. It's a little more textured. The L'Oreal Perfecting Base. No real scent to it. And the thing that I have learned going through, let's count them up, all these primers, is that you have to use water-based with water-based foundation, oil with oil-based, etc., etc. So this is the Perfecting Base. It has a putty consistency. Haven't run that across any of the others. This is interesting, the Blur Primer from Hard Candy. This has a pump, and it's like the middle of water and a dimethicone feel. I don't know what is inside it. So this is one of the more interesting primers I've run across. The job it does, I can't really speak to that yet. What's in there, don't know. But I do have a magnifying glass to take a look. This I liked. This is a stick. You know, I like stick products. One of my favorite foundations is a Shiseido stick. So, and what I liked about this is it imparts some kind of color. So if you're like me and you get sidetracked, at least you have some kind of base on your face. Similar consistency to the Perfecting Base from L'Oreal. And of course, we'll just go through these rapidly. The Hangover, I purchased this from Too Faced, thinking that it might have some ingredients that are good for your face. The Angel Veil, which I think I like, unless I really like, this is from NYX, and this is another NYX product, Pore Filler. I am pretty sure I like this one. Becca Love. This is more of a highlighter, but I didn't have the purple Becca. I did have the other one, and I really like that. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine. Can you see these? I think Taddy liked one of the Catrice items that it's meant for your feather lines, but she uses it as a spot all over. So how many am I at right now? We'll say recent purchases. 4, 5, 6, 7. I bought this and never used it, but now I'm liking it compared to some of them. It's the Yellow Elf primer. This is the LA Girl Pro Prep, and I'll tell you, using product with like product works out the best. Like with the foundation that I think, again, it was Toddy who was talking about. This worked well with that. I purchased the Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer from Smashbox. It was $22. It was cute. It had these 3 items. I have the Guerlain that, I don't know about this. Maybe it illuminates your face. This Spotlight from Physicians Formula. I like, if you like that dewy look, and I like the dewy look. Master Prime Primer Base Blur and Smooth from Maybelline. I have the sample of the Hourglass. Really couldn't tell you much about it. Shadow Insurance. That's just for your eyes. I like the Wet n Wild. This is the Never Touch Up Face Primer. Dimethicone feel to it. Really cheap, really good. This is from Walmart. And this smells like Doritos. And it's not really a primer per se. It's an illuminating lotion. So it's more like the Becca. But it smells like Doritos, and it's from CoverGirl. And I don't know if I have any other items, but that's not what I thought this video would be for. This is funny. I was going to an event. It's called Casual Space, and the woman worked for NASA, and she was launching her podcast Friday night called Casual Space. Next to the theater was Van Mauer, and I went and purchased this Chanel, not realizing that I already had one. So I'm kind of have a hankering for the La Mer that Miss Gold Girl's talking about, and there's another one that's probably more expensive that from Le Métier de Beauté that I haven't pulled the trigger on, and that one's more of a illuminating, like base kind of foundation that I love. I like my skin, only better looks. I don't like on me because I don't have the skill set to do the polished face. So, having said that, I think that if I promise to get ready, but I'm giving you just an introduction to the primers. Oh, this one, SOS from Clarins. It's it has a white cast to it on your skin. I mean, maybe see that? Maybe I should have shown all of them. So maybe I should do this whole video. I will. But I'll publish this one because I'm like that. Hope you enjoyed.